When the imposter is sus.
The layers of this palace are not for your kind.
So there's 3 main things that came out in the update. V1 robot, so true. Have you seen V1 thick? V1 is so thick. 3 main things came out. The easy difficulties. Second layer secret level. And then the P door. The P door is real. Foolish machine. Fool it. My mouth, it don't work. Heavy steps, ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. Oh my god. The labyrinthine pathways of an arbitrary sharp turn seem stranger and stranger as panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt a stranger. Every straight line too long. The bell tolls for me. Is that a Metallica reference, or is like the Metallica song of something else a reference? Homosexual, yes, exactly. I bit down harder on the last of my rations, held only by the skin of my teeth. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning memory, that's a burning memory, of mine to find a familiar, where did it say, oh, the line above, okay, of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. Would you have selects with Luigi or Mario? How about neither? The gates must be closing by now. The last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. What is this? This isn't a level. Oh. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before I came crashing down onto the cold, hard ground. And this is where we crashed down on the cold, hard ground. Oh, I thought it was. I struggled to regain my senses to at least see what the fate would befall me in my final moments, but even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could have never imagined the horror I witnessed. No! 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 V1! No! No! You're kidding me. Oof, ow, ouch, that stings. Fidget nervously and sweat profusely. I just got hit and ran by a vibrating fountain, just my luck. At least you could help me out before the rest of you gets melted by the sun or jackhammers itself into the Earth's mantle. Help her up? V1's canonically a girl. That's awesome. The cat and the Kate and the hamster. Did you see the hamster? Fidget, for real. Sigh. Hey, sorry about being rude like that. I'm just really frustrated that I'm not only late for school, but also managed to get lost on the way there. Though by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same boat, and by a stroke of a once-in-a-lifetime luck, you happen to bump into the prettiest girl in town. Fidget from Real Fidget. So how about you lead the way and get both of us out of this jam? I don't want to go to school. Bullshit. The prettiest girl in town's her name now. Cut the crap, I can see your crusty ass uniform, and no living person would dare to go out looking like a filled trash bag by choice. Though considering how little activity there actually is inside your skull, I'm willing to admit sure as hell don't seem like you've ever been to school. Oh, okay. I'm lost too. Just my luck. Though in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. Oh. Okay. We might as well just wait for another student to come by and follow them instead. I'm Mirage? Don't bother telling me your name though, I don't really care. We should just go to school, I don't want to be here. Wandering around like headless chickens would only get us even more lost. Since we were both heading to school and ended up meeting right here, that means there's a very high likelihood this spot is somewhere along the way. Therefore, we'll be better off just staying put and waiting for someone who does know the way. It's basic logic, you should look it up sometime, Jesus. Basic logic. Are you a girl or onion? I like to eat onions. This sucks. Where is dreamed? Dreamed is right there. Do you see it? The dreamed. Is my mouse on the screen? Yeah, it is. Okay. Anyone? Aha. Can't give up if I've never tried in the first place and I don't make a habit out of trying. Why not? Because nothing matters. There's no point in trying it if the end result will be the same anyway. Try as you might, you'll eventually just become forgotten dust in the wind like the rest of us. I mean, really, take a moment to think about it. This is... The human mind, in its complete vastness, is capable of recognizing its utter helplessness and usefulness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence, but is incapable of coming to terms with it. Guys, I don't think we're getting sex. I don't think we're getting any sex, guys. It's not... We can only ever ignore it, hide from it, or temporarily escape from it, but the fact is that we are bound to the way of all things. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but to all that exists or has ever existed. Every living being will eventually die out. Every speck of matter will eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. It doesn't matter if you lived a good life or if you left a legacy behind. It doesn't matter if humanity survives for 1,000 years or dies out tomorrow. The end result is the same, absolute nothing. Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it would be misguided to consider that a gift. Oh my god. Who wrote this? All other beings have the gift of ignorance, of not understanding what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift, it's a flaw. It's an overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great failure in aeons past, continued to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has since been a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit, but an active danger to its host. What is this? Much like the Irish elk, a species of deer that through uncountable generations of evolution grew antlers so wide and so vast it could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to extinction. Don't PogChamp. The human mind is an evolutionary maladaptation caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will sooner or later lead to our extinction. On an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is already taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that. We are unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our own intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking deeply about what will happen when we die. Oh my god, this is not... Stop saying sex! Stop it. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having to come face to face with the truth. We sublimate it. We transform our self-reflective suffering into another form, art, to keep it from consuming us. Anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are all simply temporary. They're just here to push back the inevitable veil of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life, for life in and of itself is suffering. This is coming from the bipedal desk lamp. What the hell? Huh? You criticize those who consider our vast intelligence a gift and yet also misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness occurs. How could it not be? Nothing we do matters in the end, and that is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations or the fear of eternal judgment or the failure to meet up to an arbitrary definition of what makes our limited time not wasted. My dog is barking, I'm sorry. That is so untimely. Time cannot be wasted, for there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws the same conclusion. There is no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation that will nevertheless lead to the same conclusion. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose, we are free to set our own, to create self-defined goals for which to strive. Is Katie still here? Shut up, dog. I want... Why does the desk lamp have bobs? I don't know. You ask me. Don't ask me. I mean, don't. Why is this gay? I'm gay. That's awesome. For some, it may be nothing. For some, it may be pleasure. For some, it may be creation. For some, it may be improving the lives of others. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason to not do what you want, rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is forced on you by others or even your own misguided thoughts. I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease my fear of the end. Even if I were trying to find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. I'm out of breath. And it is a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasure, and will cannot make that thought disappear. This fear, however, can be subsided. Giving up is not accepting the end, it is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing it. I see. Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with the paralyzing existential panic. I do understand it logically, and I know that there is no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose despite knowing I must. If the lamp thighs turn me on, does that make me the real lamp? No, I like cats. 122727 needs to chill. Bro. Horny chat? No, just horny I like cats person. Alright, this is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical, however, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest depths of despair can overthrow reason and the logical, warping them to fit into that haze of depression, so too can reason influence and overpower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with the positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually, slowly, gradually start to shape to fit the logical. It's not an easy job. It's not a quick job. It will seem impossible. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. This is one hell of an unload for a first date. Some serious red flags. Ask the lamp to let you nail. Okay, no. I mean, if that's an option, I will, but like, can't just say it. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time and effort and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget, we will always love you. Aww. Oh, and she's all happy now. Well, I'll be damned. Guess you have a good head on your shoulders after all. Hell, I'm impressed. Man, I feel like I've just shed the weight of the world off my back. Or rather, you've done that for me. Oh, and honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've given me a lot to think about, and while I'm sure I have a long, hard road ahead of me. I'm optimistic. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Why are you into lamps? I'm not into lamps. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become quite clear by now nobody's gonna come lead us there. So how about you and I go ditch that passion-draining penitentiary and go grab something to eat, eh? We're gonna smash the lamp! Yeah, you're paying. Oh, you sneaky bastard. But alright. I do owe you one anyway, so what better time to cash out your did a nice thing to a girl way out of my league coupon than now, eh? Oh my god. That was a surprise. Oh, next level. Wait. I'm the lamp now. Yo, we at the P door. Who can hear you eat raw onion? I am not eating a raw onion, I'm sorry. It was cool. On the secret mission. Light. What is that? Just a torch. I'm gonna ruin the atmosphere. I need a sneeze. Okay, back to this. This is a long ass spine. Sure. Sure, man. I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. It's just a mouth. Oh. Got it. It's like the colon or something. What? From where? Oh, oh my god. That makes me think it hasn't been. Yeah, I don't know. God. to heal all the way. Things aren't even harder than Queen. The hard part's the things you actually shoot. Oh my god, finally. It's too loud.
Free at last. Oh, Gabriel. Now dawns thy reckoning.
That's a nervous
And
system?
thy gore shall glisten
Oh, it's
before the temples of man.
now the real fight begins. I hate
Creature
this.
of steel, my gratitude upon thee for my
Where's her face?
But the crimes
I might
thy
have them.
kind have committed against humanity are not,
Is he stretching?
and thy punishment is death. Die. Prepare thyself.
Where are you?
Die. Judge.
Oh my god. He's faster than Gabriel. This is terrible.
Judge.
It's easier if you stay on the ground? Okay. Okay, I can. Okay, I was gonna say I can dodge that one. Right. Boom. Oh, that was two. Why did I do that? No! No! No, I did it again. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. I'm good. You know? I'm fine. I don't need this. I don't. I'm gonna go watch Netflix and eat some good old Ben and Jerry's ice cream. And maybe I'll stream it another time. Power up your body, yeah. I ate a lot today. I ate more than I should have. Go free. I'll come back to this another time. Alright, see ya.